Wednesday Addams has gotten a makeover, and some vocal fans aren't happy. In their opinion, her name should be changed to Mary Sue Addams instead. With her deadpan wit, gothic wardrobe, and affection for all things macabre, Wednesday Addams is an outcast icon. Popularized by Christina Ricci's portrayal of the character in the Addams Family films of the 90s, the teenage nightmare has recently received a modern makeover. Now, played by Jenna Ortega in Netflix's Wednesday, the character sports a fresh new fringe hairstyle, as well as some new priorities compared to her predecessors. When Wednesday opens, Wednesday has just been expelled from Nancy Reagan High School for unleashing piranhas on the water polo team. As a result, she enrolls at a new school called Nevermore Academy. While this Edgar Allan Poe-inspired school for outcasts may seem more her speed, Wednesday nevertheless insists on staying away from the pack and only focusing on her writing, cello playing, and solving a mystery that plagues the academy grounds. However, while Wednesday's many talents may make for entertaining television, what some are characterizing as a lack of realism has soured certain viewers on Wednesday's character in the show's early episodes. For a self-described loner, Wednesday Addams seems to participate in plenty of extracurriculars in Wednesday. Before entering the halls of Nevermore, Wednesday is an accomplished cellist, author, and fencer. She then continues to prove her talents in each of these activities as the series progresses. Certain viewers, however, have criticized Wednesday's competency and her wide variety of interests as presented at the show's outset, describing her as an archetypal Mary Sue. In fiction, the Mary Sue archetype is a main character who is incredibly well-liked and competent and without any noticeable flaws. In a thread they started on the Netflix subreddit about the first 3 episodes of Wednesday, one user wrote, "The all-knowing, ever-so-handy-at-everything Wednesday Addams. It's like I've seen it all before and it's just so meh." On the same thread, another Redditor replied, "I knew before she even touched the bow and arrows that she was going to get a bullseye first shot. Super predictable Mary Sue for sure." Another Reddit user wrote that the degree to which they found Wednesday to be more of a caricature than a 3-dimensional character made the show hard to watch for them. Additionally, people on Twitter have described the character as a Mary Sue explicitly. That said, most of these impressions seem to be based on the start of the series and have elicited plenty of pushback against this idea that Wednesday fits the so-called Mary Sue archetype. In response to criticism that Wednesday Addams is a supposed Mary Sue at the start of Wednesday, a number of users online have countered that Wednesday becomes plenty 3-dimensional as the show continues.
Where are your whiskers?
Ask again and you'll be down to 8 lives.
For example, in a Reddit thread that criticized Wednesday based on the first 3 episodes of the new Netflix show, one user countered, "After watching the whole thing, she is far from being a Mary Sue. Instead, she's deeply flawed." Another user similarly argued that Wednesday's independence ultimately proves to be a character flaw down the line. On Twitter, people have also written that Wednesday does not qualify as a Mary Sue. As talented as Wednesday is, her character still runs into conflict as Wednesday continues past its opening few episodes. Wednesday is constantly challenged, especially when no one believes a fellow Nevermore Academy student by the name of Rowan was murdered. Her biggest hurdle, meanwhile, is her struggle with empathy. Wednesday's true failing, as it turns out, is her inability to connect with those around her. How she progresses through this struggle ultimately becomes one of the show's focal points. While initially the ultimate outsider, Wednesday overcomes her internal struggle by accepting people into her life by season 1's end.